Welcome back to another RET Paladin video. Verabin here. Today we are going to be breaking down an arena matchup that I think is going to be somewhat of a common matchup if you are playing RET Paladin in 2v2. That is RET Paladin plus Disc Priest against Arms Warrior and Holy Paladin. Arms Warrior and Holy Paladin are two of the strongest classes in 2v2 right now, in addition to RET Paladin, I will say that. But we are going to encounter this team a lot, and if you're playing with the Disc Priest, you need to know how to handle a warrior plus another healer. So we're going to break down this footage quite a bit. I don't have the actual voiceover for as I was playing the game, but we are going to kind of walk through it and pause it and things like that so we can kind of talk through some things. So let's take a look. Alright, so talent-wise, in this matchup, I'm actually going to be running Eye for an Eye to prevent a little bit of the damage from the Warrior. I'm also running Blessing of Sanctuary, although I'm terrible with Blessing of Sanctuary. It's something that I'm still working on doing better. I'm also running with Seraphim to give me a little bit more burst damage. So we are going to be running with those talents, and basically what we're going to try to do is force the bubble on the Paladin, and then we'll look for an opportunity to get a kill on either him or the Warrior. So let's take a look. Alright, so I'm going to start off with a Hodge on the Paladin. Now you can see he pops his Divine Protection, so I'm going to hold off a little bit on my cooldowns. The Priest has already popped Power Infusion and Dark Archangel on me, so that's kind of a shame, but the Priest is super getting pumped, so I'm just going to go very defensive. I'm going to pop Sack on my Priest to keep him alive, and I'm just going to try to force a bubble or a trinket or something on the Paladin. Unfortunately, I don't think we actually get anything, so it was pretty much of a failure of a go there. So at this point, I need to start playing pretty defensively. You can see I'm still pumping the Paladin while I have wings up. I'm hoping to get some cooldowns, but the Paladin is healing a lot, and he is doing pretty well. So I have another stun. You can see we overlapped stuns there a little bit. I stunned, and then he feared as well, so that was a little bit of a miscommunication there. So that's something we could definitely do better. And then from there, we are just basically going to be playing defensive. I'm going to be pumping heals into the Priest. So at this point in the game, you're looking for opportunities to do Sanctuary on the Priest. You can see I failed at it miserably on that opportunity, but otherwise, you're pretty much going to be pumping your Holy Power into Words of Glory, not into Templar's Verdict, because you want to take off as much pressure as you can off of your Priest, because Priests are always going to lose in the long run on mana, so you have to kind of take a lot of the pressure off him. I'm kind of forced to attack the Paladin because I can really only use my Hodge on the Paladin. So you can see I have a mini go there with Seraphim and Wake of Ashes and Divine Toll. Unfortunately, the Paladin is very cool, calm, and collected, and he does not waver. I was hoping we were going to get a bubble there or something. We did not. So at this point, sometimes I'll just stop and spam heals. Now, that's probably not necessarily the best thing to do. You really want to continue to be generating Holy Power because your Words of Glory are going to heal a lot more than your Flash of Light. So basically what I'm doing is just healing and trying to keep everybody alive, trying to survive to the next go. You can see we've got wings coming up in 20 seconds, and the Warrior is just really, really pumping, and the Paladin is able to play really, really, really offensively because I'm playing defensively and I'm using most of my Holy Power and Words of Glory. The Paladin is able to just kind of hang in there and keep his Warrior up pretty much very easily. But we do have another go here in just a moment. Once we get maxed out Holy Power and we can go ahead and pop all our cooldowns, we're going to try to kill the Paladin again. We have a Hodge coming up in 20 seconds. I think I'll probably wait for the Hodge before I actually try to kill him. I'm not sure if I do a bop here or not, but the Priest is obviously in pretty big trouble. You can see he's using Blade Storm and the Spear Bastion and all that good stuff, so the Priest is really getting pumped. But we are ready to go for a go on the Paladin. We're going to pop Stun, we're going to do Wings, he Trinkets it, he uses a Divine Protection, and then we're going to still try to pump him, still see what we can do to get cooldowns, but the Priest is in trouble again, so we're going to have to back off and try to heal him. So you can see we got him pretty low there. Boom, we were able to get the bubble, so that is perfect. That means that in another couple minutes, once we have wings again, we should be able to kill the Paladin, but that means that that means that we have to actually survive, and Priest mana has to survive as well. So at this point, the Priest mana is not doing great, but neither is the Paladin's. By him playing really offensively, he's actually burning through his mana as well. So it's not a terrible thing to play defensively like that and to continue to heal. I mean, basically, obviously, what you want to do is keep your keep your priest alive. And with the warrior is Kyrian like this, it means he's not using, that means he's not Venthyr, obviously, so you don't have to worry about him having really big executes and things like that, because Venthyr warriors have different, obviously they have different sets of abilities there. So you can see we got Bop there, which is really great. So he's probably playing double Bop. So it's not necessarily a huge thing, but where you can see we're actually making progress on the Paladin at this point. In twos, you're gonna start to get dampening and stuff pretty early, so you can actually start to make some progress. But you can see I'm spamming flashes, but they don't really heal for a whole lot, and I made a misplay there. I stunned the warrior. There's really no purpose in stunning the warrior unless you have a fear on the Paladin also, because at that point the Paladin's just going to dispel it. There's really nothing else for the Paladin to dispel, so he's definitely going to just dispel your Hajj. So if he's good and he's tracking your cooldowns, then he's going to know when he needs to do it, and you're not really going to get any benefit from it. So go ahead and stun the Paladin unless you have a fear on him that he can't drink it, then you shouldn't be doing that. I don't know if I saw the priest fear very much, and I feel like that's maybe a misplay on his part. I think it probably is a Bop here. He almost goes down, so I sort of start to play offensively here, and then boom, pop the Paladin. So that is how the match ended. You can see you have to play really, really defensively. You end up healing a lot more than, any other melee class is not going to heal at all. But anyway, that is how the match went. Alright, so that is all for the video. Let me know in the comments down below if you like this kind of content. Please be sure to hit that like button. See you in the next one.